Hey, WINN Radio, we got a special guest, my big brother, OG Pimp.
OG
You already
Pimp in the
know.
house,
Yeah.
baby.
Salute, salute.
What's
What's good,
up?
my
What's
brother?
up?
Ain't nothing, man. How you doing, beloved? Congratulations on the show, man. I've been
Yeah, I
watching it.
appreciate it. I appreciate it, my bro, man. Hey, let everybody know, man, because I mean, me and this brother go back, man, since I was like 17, bro. Like, we go back, my brother. But give everybody else, for those that don't know or that are just tuning into you, man, let them know some of your background and, like, how you came through or whatever, my brother.
How y'all doing? Like introduce. My name is Pimp. I come from a time when y'all didn't understand what blood meant to what the inside, which is incarceration, meant. And me coming from this time is a part of why I was presented to the world in
Mm-hmm.
the underground sense. I came in 95. 95 was a process that gave you a belief that made you see that it was you need to unify to make what the oppressors were, which unfortunately, without understanding history, was the Latins. Their whole dominance was to push blacks back or anybody because they was the rulers. There was no other gangs. There was nobody that was alive. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Individual put us together. And during this time is when you had singly knew you was a 1% to a 50% area, a 1% to a 80% area, but you willingly went in that area purposely to cause havoc. Now, hearing
Facts.
that in the system sounds like criminals, that's where you need to be. In the criminal sense, you have to have order. And this was no longer criminal, this was oppression.
Yeah.
This was damage. This was, you could be chilling in your own world, signifying your own strength. And here comes somebody while you doing the bid. Mind you, you just trying to solidify incarceration and then come home, I guess, through trial or, when these guys come in, just either stab you up, cut you up, rob you, kick you out the house like you was nobody. So
Mm-hmm.
these times of oppression, we came along and it went from 1% to 20% to 40% victors, but also the favorites. We're not the
Mm-hmm.
underdog. We're the underdogs in where they win, where they achieve, where they conquer. But we was the favorites and we wasn't oppressing each other. We was the underdog. So in this fight, we got officers that end up saying, "Don't go in that house. Yo, these guys over here, yo, if you that, don't come."
Yeah, yeah.
They not doing it because they don't feel like writing. They don't want to see you get hurt. I think for like purposes of jail, they don't want to see y'all get hurt, which was us. They didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
see losses because they see what we here for. While y'all hear about freedom, which is out of the incarceration world, which is now in the streets of New York and anywhere that people travel, there's no more order. Inside the order and the one jewel was let them know that's over. Stop. It's no more that we got our own crew. Y'all not allowed to oppress us no more. Do it to y'all people if y'all feel that's what y'all want to do.
Right.
And the rip on that just helped me also while growing because, I was a little older than you, but I was young too. And
Yeah.
that signified principles, morals, self-respect, integrity,
Mm-hmm.
lessons, failure, achievements, change, growth, stagnation. You got a whole bunch of things. You got, I was doing so good and then you mess up. But prior to the battle, you got to learn firsthand how to lead. You was a
Mm-hmm.
follower because honestly, you couldn't tell me. I knew I was going to go in that yard, five of us and 37 to 40 of y'all out there, and we come out laughing
Mm-hmm.
after being out there an hour and half an hour of a battle, and you leave out laughing, and you like,
Mm-hmm.
how many was out there? Hey, they got footage, like, and this gave you a little more like, okay, y'all never had stand-up people. In that course, you had people that took advantage of power,
Mm.
People that understood power. We
Mm.
had people that learned power.
Mm.
The
Hey,
ones
hey,
that
let me,
came.
my brother, I'm sorry to cut you off, my bro, but I just wanted to touch on something because, like, I was telling JT, I even told my old lady, I was telling a lot of my family members, like, the difference with you, and I just wanted to just bring this up. I had told you this before, like, when I met you, right, your name was already, you already know, like, I'm younger than the big bro, so I'm coming through. You know what I'm saying? I hit Cat Saki. You know what I'm saying? Like just turned 17. You feel me? Like the quality, like the leader that you was, my bro. Like it wasn't about taking advantage. It was more on some moving right, teaching. You know what I mean? I started working out. I got my GED, and I was blessed to have that. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
so I just wanted to touch on that. Like there are people out there that was doing whatever, but you was not one of them, and you was leading by example, my bro. So I
Right.
just wanted to add
Right.
that on there. You know what I
I
mean?
appreciate that. And the funny thing is, like, this is like a 3.5 year stretch from my beginning to when we met. So this was 99. Around this time, Mac is now flagged out, like he's not with us. So we at a time now, like, soon as everybody said, "Well, what you gonna do?" My thing is, technically, before I met any of y'all, bid. I still got a bid to do. Forget all this other stuff. And why that's an issue, it's not going to deter what I learned so far in this. Remember, we had the pound. Before we met, you got to realize we really was bought all on a boat. So one place, like Columbus thinking he found America, we all were sent to OPCC. Went from maybe you might see this many of your own, so them throwing all of us together. That's when the doors open in the system. But now, while I didn't see that, I don't know who visioned that. I never heard talk of that growing, ever getting big, us ever overcoming every battle that we win or what have you, that you have to watch out for you now. You know what I'm saying? So while it look like we a unit, we only a unit because we stuck together and we like what we doing, and now we forced to watch what happened to us and form together and charge not just one against three. It might be 10 of us against 4 y'all now.
Yeah.
Fair players play. But when I seen we kind of signifying things, I'm looking at this guy over here finding a way to argue with me. So believing that it ain't nobody but y'all. Hold up. Let's pay attention to this thing. You get caught up in believing rules and dialogues that ain't true, you could get hurt behind that. So that was the first lesson. And everything came with that. I still had a bid to do. I didn't want to be in jail. We
Yeah.
just joined it, and I was in Clinton, and being in Clinton, that's where you had, it was a crew before us, but internally you learn, but out in the world, it was called Nubians, and there was a whole bunch of leaders. Their whole goal is intelligence, strength, purpose, diligence, and they raised me in the system, like the first 18 months in the max, and it's a real man jail. Clinton is all the way up at the end next to candidates, the farthest like Attica.
Yeah.
I had nothing but lifers. That whole crew was lifers. 15 might be the minimum. Some of them had 9 in, a lot of them had 19, 22 in. This when I got a year and a half, 2 years in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was lucky, instead of getting around goofballs, I got around big guys. Like, the only thing we respect is no pussies, no cowards in our area. You stand up, be a man, you listen to these rules, boom, 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 boom. They were manhood rules. They
Yeah.
wasn't even a gang rule. They was manhood rules. Right. That was easy to follow if you
Facts.
was a real person. That's 9-4. Just before I went to the Allen, remember I went on a reversal and then came back up. So this is 9-4 I'm being taught. 9-5 I'm being let out from teachings. I go to college. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
when we still had colleges in jail. I was in Clinton Max in college, went over to the Annis, continued to college. While I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm losing my mind. And Lord Library came by one day. He was like, here you go. What? Oh, it's lit. And then while on the island, I got robbed. So to backtrack real quick to get me into this,
Yeah.
I hated them before I got in it. And I didn't want to
Mm.
be a part of that because technically I came to jail like I'm not going to be Muslim. I'm not going to be one of them individuals, you know, ego,
Yeah.
pride. I don't feel like I got to follow that to make it in here.
Yeah.
And I got robbed being kind-hearted when I already was a savage because I'm thinking I got 10 years to do. I got 3 years in there with the reversal. When I want to like chill, like, okay, focus, just forget this, go home. Nah, I don't want no slot. 15 minutes is good. They got me.
Mm-hmm.
They just woke him up like, what? I never got robbed before, ever.
Yeah, woke the lion up.
And it just, but I had to grow because if
Mm-hmm.
I just was going to do that, I seen guys like Tankhead. You have a 1 to 3, dudes ain't go home until like damn near 30 years later. I seen that in front of me. Guys I don't even know, like, oh, he just going home next month. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
So I just said survive it first, follow what I'm doing. But if I don't have to be crazy, don't. And this is 9-9 now. Mac is gone.
Yeah.
So now it's all about how we gonna do it. You know, we had names there that I ain't gonna say, and I felt their leadership was looking at the environment. Nah, you come in here and lead this thing.
Yeah,
Right
facts.
way. You know what I'm saying? You seen
Facts.
how it was. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, facts.
You remember the parties in the spot, and I just looked at it like, nah, man, because I didn't feel like what we did gives you permission to use people now.
Facts.
Leave, you know what I'm saying? And if you
Facts.
got to get crashed in it, you know, I mean, try your best to get around it. But,
Mm-hmm.
and we
Hey.
made it because that mind state got you doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ain't adapt to some good or some self-accomplishment, all you would have just thought was, I'm going to bang right. I ain't going to get hurt. I'm going to get my bro to keep coming up on a visit. When I do make a move, I'm going to make. That's all you would have been saying you was achievable in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
process something, that's why leadership from then to now, if we're going to really talk about what helped, which was a standard of leadership, I give it terrible now because leaders didn't want fame back then. Leaders didn't even ask for titles back then. It wasn't even a title. It was your movements, and just like, nah, boy got this here. Like, I don't care what you look, son.
Mm-hmm.
Got everybody moving. Like, you bugging. He
Mm-hmm.
got that. That was from your attitude, your sincerity, and whatever mask, if it was fake, you put on, because you put on in that spot. You didn't say, bam, I got this down. I can. So that's not leadership. Once you give somebody something that your way compared to my way, you said he earned that how? While I say, no. And you say, mind your business. And I say, okay. And then a year later, I look at you like, what happened? You see?
Yeah.
That's not leadership. That's fame that's happening now. And
Mm-hmm.
it's scary because
Hey,
honestly,
hey,
it's
my bro, let me ask you this. You think leadership is something people are born with, or something that they trained or they learn, or what's your take on that?
That's a good
mine is it's all of them. Because I always hear things like, yo, you ain't gonna be no player, you gotta be born with it. You're not gonna be elite unless it was in your genes and all that. Which one of you people without education came up with this shit? Because I'm trying to figure where's proof of that.
Mm-hmm.
For me being an extensive reader, at least on school metaphors and anything that'll put you in this is why they say certain things like put it in the book we won't read. You at least get the ending answer to it. Where can you prove that you got to be born with this shit? You tell me somebody that you seen DNA go from 0 all the way up to here, and that proved from here on, if it wasn't born with it, you're not gonna have that knack.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a clown, get embarrassed one day from your clown, learn how to calm down. In the time learning down, you learn to be intelligent. Now you educating yourself. Now when people see you, they think you're a clown until you just laugh them off, walk off. Now they're like, hold up, he ain't clown. Yo, boy, slow that down. Put you in your place. You see, he ain't a clown no more. You call him a clown because that's what you remember. But then another year later go by, you see this man is achieving, doing this, boom, 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 boom. He's not a clown no more.
Right.
Didn't he adapt to something? And that,
Yeah.
I believe, was learning, change,
Facts.
elevation. So it ain't that you born with it. What I believe you got to be born with is wanting to change.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
If you caught up with, nah, man, till I die, you saying that shit 20 years later still?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't saying, yo, I'm, to the end, but, I got to live for. You ain't putting all that same 20-year bravado that I respect, honor, loyalty, sincerity. You're not putting, but in 20 years, I learned, I got this, and this is sacred, really more than that, because this don't hurt me at all.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that ain't no leader that you seen doing great 20 years ago. You like, yo, what you doing now? Oh my, what the hell happened to you?
Yeah, facts.
So you can lose the skill of leadership too.
Facts. It's like the fighter who still want to get in the ring and they ain't got it no more type of vibe.
And
Or like,
he ain't got it.
yeah.
He keeps saying, hold up. Damn, this right feel good now.
Hey, like Roy Jones try to get out there, act like he still had it. He was looking.
You ain't even going there with the jazz.
Hey, I might have put hands on Roy, my bro. I'm telling you right now, I might have put hands on Roy. He was out there looking crazy, huh?
Showing us that, just letting us know that you women exploit yourself for $1. Okay,
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
crazy,
real,
my
man.
bro.
But you know what? Let me get to something that you said of leadership. How many people you leading right now? You're leading.
Yeah, I got a little pack of people. Yeah, I can't even lie.
Was it easy when you had the first person you had to lead? Mind you, it started with one.
Mm-hmm.
Started with you, but it started with what you learned to give to somebody.
Yeah. See, I gotta. See, this is how I look at it, right, in life, right? So, like, I take the negatives and turn them into a positive. Like, I had the benefits of being around people like you and some other brothers that left impacts in my life, right? So it's easier now because I had a blueprint. I was able to see from other people's mistakes to build trial and error. You feel what I'm saying? Because I did 12 years, so I came out a little more wise than the normal dude or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's still little ups and downs and you get frustrated because maybe somebody's not learning or moving the way you would and you get frustrated and things like that. But overall, yeah, I just been lucky. Like, I got lucky and then I could read people in a sense because I
Learn
could
that
read.
word, lucky.
Yeah.
Don't put a lot of things on luck. How you know you ain't destined, you wasn't blessed, it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
fit, you learned, you earned, like all
Yeah.
them things, like you might discredit yourself.
Yeah,
You might
facts.
struggle on your resume. They be like, nah, that shit was easy, boy. You call it that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Facts.
This is how I see it. Maybe sometimes it's extreme belief, but I be saying like something just to go with that. Everybody will say, yo, if it wasn't for God, it couldn't happen. How you know sometimes they say, yo, homie, that was you. I taught you this shit like for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just the one time I took the strings off and said, let's see what he do with it. And when you prevail, why did it have to be? That's when I say people don't motivate. Motivation is how that happened. But $1 is influential. So that's how it really motivate people. Fame, maybe your numbers go up. Stuff that you can see attainably like that, accomplished. Nah, how you know you ain't been accomplished? And that could have been fueling you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Self-belief and strength. And that's a leader. I mean, overnight. Because right now, you got to look at it. The odds, the situations. You have kids, you have to really instill in them, and you could be going through hell and high water. But in that flash, you learn they don't see none of that. You ain't even thinking of none of that, and you process their situation and handle it. At the same situation, while as soon as you done, and in between, you like, damn, I gotta go. Let me get this out the way. That's the strength. That's tucking away from people that ain't leaders. They think they got people that listen to them. That's not leadership. That's commanding. You see what I'm saying? That's not leadership. So I'm just happy you doing it. I'm glad I'm doing it. And many get it, but some people just gotta really feel I'm better than that.
Hey, I got a good one for you on some. We throwbacks, my bro. So like, I don't even know these kids even read books anymore, but they got that shit on audio. But what's a book you recommend, or what's a book you came across that deals with you? You know what I'm saying?
Leadership?
Yeah.
I don't care about nothing, but I don't consider it urban, but it's urban. But it's just not the street law.
Yeah.
It's called, this is easy. All trained minds remember this. Standing at the scratch line.
Facts.
King Tremaine.
Facts.
And if you want to say it's the first book, which they call it the part 2, is Echo of a Distant Summer. I can't forget them because that was all family, curse, karma, sincerity, and boy, I hate hearing all these different names. I'm like, ain't an editor yet gonna make anything on this movie? Like, if we see King Jermaine ever make that screen, boy, do you know how many hearts are changed in America?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, you remember skip generations, and when King came out, boy, that right there, I wasn't even trying to take you nowhere else because they either be, literature, which is really the mind that reads it. This ain't your story. This is watch it. It might influence you. It might build you. It might show you that sometimes you have to take the likes of losses in front of you to love your family. It might make you say that if I like something and argue with my family just so the thing me to like blow up, why should my family take me back when I double back? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to say, you know what, I'm going to throw this away just so you can be with family when y'all both watch. Like, see, that's why I said throw that away. Look at that. And that's those type of books. So if you can continue that and ask other minds and they audio read, ask them about Standing at the Scratch Line. They might be like, I never heard of it. High recommendation.
Facts. That's what it is. Hey, you want to let everybody know, because I know where you from, but you want to let everybody know where you from.
Oh, yeah, y'all know. QU. Oh, let's get into me. Pimp. Y'all hear about him. GKB, founder. Bloody Bastard, founder. Also, inspiring artist for means of bringing a big load with me. My name is QU. I'm from QU, a.k.a. Queens, a.k.a. South Jamaica, a.k.a. Gangsta Paradise, a.k.a. Desert Storm. I go on and on and on, right?
Facts.
I do want to say one thing, though. It's cold up here, and this cold's up here like stick to you cold, get up in you and you got to keep doing all that with a coat on and all that.
Yeah.
I propose I come through there and we could do something up in your radio station.
That's what I'm talking about, my brother. You already know we're going to hold you to that. You know me and JT going to hold you to that, my bro.
And the best thing about it, I'm going to put it in February, so we only got 28 days. So I'm going to just pinpoint it on the greatest schedule on y'all. Y'all got to just let me know that in like January.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can situate February with, but I'm going to come because I got to come down there and see what, that life is out there after all this pandemic. Y'all still red zone?
Nah, we don't. It's different out here, bro. These people out here crazy. We wear masks and all that, but it's like normal, bro. This shit is like.
Do they consider y'all all right?
I mean, like, kind of, sort of, yeah. We ain't really high risk or nothing crazy like that. Nah, but we got masks on and shit. You know what I mean? Most people do and shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah, they brought it back up here. They got a little fake saying the spike back up, so they shut down restaurants at I think after 10 o'clock. So shit like that. But I just want to get away from this. New York is starting to feel bad.
Yeah, you already know we got you when you come out here, bro. You already know I can't wait, bro.
Facts,
I'm coming. Plus, y'all got a nice little land out there. I want to move around and see how it is. Sunny out there.
Let's go.
It's nice, my bro. It's nice, man.
Let's go.
And then maybe JT, we could get some in-house recordings on how I murder a few of your joints and all that.
Yeah, we could definitely put something together, get some work done, my bro.
I'm
I'm
gonna be
excited.
there. I know I'm gonna tell y'all now when I come, I'm gonna be there 72 hours. So if you use that time to just book, you know I don't live there. Y'all use that time to book, fuck with me for them 3 days, and we just shake and go from there.
Hey, I'm looking
Back
forward
get
to
some
it, bro.
songs.
I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be fun, man. I'm telling you, I dig one, but we'll talk about that another time. But when I get the original,
yeah,
it's a different vibe.
let's
whole
go.
Facts.
Let's
Hey,
go.
my brother, we gonna send you some beats over. We'll have those in the morning. You know we love you, bro. I'm always gonna
Come
love
on,
you,
man.
bro. You know you're always my big bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Full interview coming soon. My
Yeah,
big
yeah,
brother,
yeah.
OG Pimp, WINN
Appreciate y'all,
Radio.
man.
You
WINN
already
Radio.
know.
Gang.
Salute WINN Radio, JT. Appreciate you, man. WINN, man. Y'all stay
Always.
up, man.
You already
Love
know.
y'all.
Love
All
you.
right. We
Uno.
love you more.
JT!